Georgia, one of my favorite states. And the northern mountains, my favorite part. As soon as we pass Atlanta, the landscape begins to change. In this episode, we're going to visit Brasstown Bald, the highest point in the state, Vogel State Park. We've been there before, but it never gets old. And some wineries. Enjoy!
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah.
Of course, we had to stop by Ellis Brothers to buy some pecans, and they have all kinds of local products. Also, the new Buc-ee's near Macon, and Ingalls to resupply. We spent some time with family in Ackworth, and then
riding in my RV, wherever I want to be.
Such a beautiful drive here on Georgia State Route 5, also US 76, as we immerse ourselves in the area. This is the same road that goes to LJ, Blue Ridge, and we've been there before as well. And there it is, Brasstown Bald, Georgia's tallest mountain. We'll be going there soon. We're staying at Track Rock Campground near the town of Blairsville. Beautiful setting with its own lake, hiking trail. Well, we've made it to Track Rock Campground here near Blairsville, Georgia. And what a beautiful place, what a beautiful day. And if you recall, we stayed here towards the tail end of the summer 2020 road trip, which coincidentally, that's the episode that I'm editing right now. So yeah, we're about 6 months behind. But it's beautiful out here. Look at this place, and they have a lake. All right, let's go for a drive around town here. And this is basically a very famous wine region here in Georgia. So let's hit some wineries. And by the way, this is a beautiful
southwest toward Track Rock Camp Road.
Beautiful campground here, Track Rock. It is up this hill, and it is called Paradise Hill Resort. It is a hotel which happens to have its own winery. And here we are. It is such a beautiful property. The outside patio with live music is completely full, but they do have a quiet balcony overlooking the vineyards. Yeah, this is perfect. We're gonna visit Vogel State Park tomorrow, but if you want to get a taste of the park, there's a pull-out right before the entrance from where you can see this beautiful waterfall. After the waterfalls, we decided to go inside the park to the campground and spend some time with our friend, executive producer Brandon, who was camping there. It was such a great time to hang out with Brandon again. Let me tell you about Surfshark VPN, our sponsor for this episode. And VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. And what it does, it creates a private, secure location between your devices and the internet. And I cannot stress enough how important this is if you are at a public Wi-Fi, like a coffee shop, campground, hotel, and you don't know who could be eavesdropping on your connection at that location. Even at your location at home, sometimes it is good practice just to use a VPN. And it is just an app on your phone, and just click on the app and you click connect. That's the easiest way to do it, and it'll connect to the closest server to where you are, which in my case is Tampa, Florida. But let's say you don't want to be in Tampa. You want to watch this TV series that is only available in Argentina. No problem. You don't have to travel. You just click on locations and click on Argentina. And now you're going to be virtually teleported to Argentina as far as the internet is concerned. And that's it. There we are. And you can watch whatever you want. It has other features, of course. It has a clean web, which gets rid of unwanted ads or malware, that kind of thing. It'll alert you if you are at risk of being hacked or something like that. And then it has an incognito search feature. And when it does, it'll search the web without, we don't have anything to hide, but just in case, maybe you don't want Google to know what you're searching for. That's what that feature is for. It'll be a private search for your eyes only. Now, if you want to take advantage of Surfshark VPN, click the link in my description, use my promo code, I'll write it down right here as well, and you'll get 83% off and 3 months for free. Well, good morning. Today, this is a complicated operation. I'm not used to these steep inclines here. But I think I got it. The idea today is to go to, I'm the master of the mountains. The idea today is to go to Georgia's tallest mountain, which is right here, like a stone throw away. It's called Brasstown Bald. I've been to Brasstown Bald before, to this whole area, really, several times. It is my favorite area of Georgia after all, but Illy hasn't been up there yet. And perhaps you haven't watched those older videos either. And even if you have, it is always different, so enjoy the ride. Wouldn't it be nice to own some land around here? It is a steep and windy road to Georgia's tallest mountain. This is, by the way, part of the Chattahoochee National Forest, so the America the Beautiful annual pass will get you in, but you have to pay $2 for the shuttle. Otherwise, it is $5, shuttle included. There it is. That's where we're going. Well, here we are. That's it, Brasstown Bald. And the last time I was here, if you recall, it was the government shutdown, so we had to do the summit trail, which is half a mile, but it's very, very steep. But I think today we're going to be able to do the shuttle. Yeah, so we're supposed to stand on our future sit. I'm going to do sit 2, Lily's sitting in 1. That's the shuttle.
Just have him sit next to you on the seat. Or on the
1 and 2.
Okay. Cool.
Here we are, made it to the top. Let's go all the way to the top. And what you see on that side, that's North Carolina. As I was saying, this is the view north. North Carolina. I mean, that's right there. That's Lake Hiawassee. And it's a beautiful view up here, and never gets old. It's one of those places, Gotta love these mountains. And this is kind of the southwestern end of the Blue Ridge and the Great Smoky Mountains. That does look like an RV campground down there. The Appalachian Trail. Yeah, what a view. Let's step inside the visitor center, which is very informative as they usually are.
I've spent years working to restore the forests here in these mountains. I restock the woods with deer, turkey, and bears, and the streams with fish, and I help stop forest fires. I was born William Arthur Woody in 1884 to Eliza Ingram Woody and Abraham Lincoln Woody. I've worked here all my life. I started at North Georgia College in Dahlonega, but I quit to farm. In 1912, I started working for the United States Forest Service, surveying and buying land and setting exact boundaries. In 1917, I took the National Forest Rangers examination. And in 1918, I became the first ranger in the Southeast. Now, back when I was just 14 years old, I saw my father kill the last deer in the North Georgia mountains. And I promised then to bring the deer back. But being a ranger gave me that chance.
This map was made by a computer. It shows regional resources and is used to make decisions affecting the management of your national forests. My motivation for working for the Forest Service is different from Ranger Arthur Woody's, yet similar.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the animatronics. I mean, they are really well made and good information. Now, I know how I would feel if I encountered a black bear in the middle of the forest. Well, those animatronics were cool. Now let's wait for the shuttle and head back down to the parking lot. Okay, on second thought, we're gonna take the trail back down. I mean, it's easier down, right? Usually. Just like that, we're almost at the bottom, but this is the Wagon Train Trail, and maybe we should take it someday. We continue on the roller coaster ride that are all these mountain roads. This one is called Russell Scenic Highway, and we're going to this spot on the map by the Appalachian Trail called Best Scenic Overlook number 2. It's gotta be pretty good, huh? Now crossing the Appalachian Trail, and our pullout should be coming up ahead. Well, this is marked on the map as Best Scenic Overlook. And it is pretty good. And we just crossed the Appalachian Trail. We're not gonna do any section of the Appalachian Trail this time around, but it is nice. I'd say that's a nice boondocking spot right there. And here we have some contemporary petroglyphs, as we often see in these places. After all this exploring, well, it hasn't been that much. Still, I think the appropriate thing to do would be to visit a winery. And Illy agrees, so we're going to this place called the Cottage. They are a harvest host, and we were here back in October 2017 when we visited nearby Helen, and we wanted to spend the night but couldn't because the parking lot was completely full. Harvest Hosts has since implemented a reservation system which has greatly improved things. But today, we just want to taste some wines and give him a second chance. We might give Helen a second chance too someday, but not today. VIP Southern Tours. Sounds like fun. Such a beautiful setting, and it seems to be pretty busy too. Let's take the wine outside and no, you did not see that. Neither did I. I did not see that screen door. Such a beautiful romantic setting.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Once again, we're about to cross the Appalachian Trail, but this time it is not just any crossing. This is the famous Neels Gap. And that was here back in 2020 when we did the section of the AT that goes from here up to Blood Mountain.
Well, here we are at Neels Gap, and it's a very special spot in the Appalachian Trail. A lot of people have lost their shoes here. A lot of people have lost their shoes here at Neels Gap. Well, Neels Gap happens to be the only place on the Appalachian Trail where the trail goes through a building, actually. Well, while we're here, let's do a small section of the AT. Why not? It seems here they have like a picnic area for the tired hikers. And here's the next spot, 5.5 miles to the Shady Gap. Yeah. Entering Raven Cliffs Wilderness. Well, that was enough hiking for one day. Let's go back.
They have a gift shop with all kinds of things, and I haven't bought a t-shirt in a while. Yeah, this one has my name on it.
Well, got myself a t-shirt because that's what you do, right? This is actually the one section of the AT that I've actually hiked, but none of the Blood Mountain t-shirts I liked, so I got the Take a Hike t-shirt.
We're going to do one more thing today. Let's go back to Vogel State Park and do the hike around the lake and to the waterfall. We're approaching magic hour here, so it is going to be a beautiful hike.
Well, we've made it once again to the famous Vogel State Park, and now I'm gonna grab the hoodie because it's getting chilly, and we're gonna do the lake trail for a little bit. There you go, that's the faucet. So if you turn that off, the waterfall stops flowing. It's gotta be it.
It is such a beautiful park and such a beautiful day. Here's the dam, so yeah, not 100% natural these days. And that's the spillway that becomes the waterfall. Let's go for a little hike down to the falls.
I think we've made it to the falls. I hear water. Look at that.
Yep, that's a roaring waterfall.
Alright, that was cool. Now let's go back. Now let's go around the lake on the other side. And I think I can see the Colorado on the other side. There, behind the tree.
Trees have such beautiful shades of green this time of the year, here in early spring. It looks like there's a small swimming area, probably popular in the summertime. We're going to drive around the area for a little bit, see what the neighborhood looks like, because as I've mentioned before, I wouldn't mind owning a piece of land in this area. I wouldn't be opposed at all. One thing to note is there is not 1 square inch of flat land around here, which is very unsettling for someone like me coming from South Florida. But it is so beautiful. And there's deer. Check them out. They are mesmerized. Well, if it is meant to be, it is meant to be. And that's Brasstown bald up there, bidding us farewell. Let's go down this very steep gravel road. departing from our lovely site here at Track Rock Campground.
I was gonna say it wasn't that bad, but it was.
So yeah, in this episode, we didn't really get to see anything entirely new. We had been to all these places in the past, at least I had been, and I wanted Ili to see them too. And if you're new to the channel, they're new to you as well. And as you can see, many of them are worth repeating, over and over again. Now we're heading back south to explore an area of Georgia we have never been to, as we start wrapping up this spring 2021 mini season. But more about that on the next episode. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, and 'cause I'm free in my RV.